still Sportsreel on the network service of NTA, Africa's largest television network. Warm welcome to our discussion segment. And I have with me gentle young Nigerians on the set today. And incidentally, they are siblings. And they've chosen golf to be their own choice sports. I have Kachi and Ifeoma, all from the same family of Mr. and Mrs. Obata. Kachi, you're welcome to Sportsreel.
Thank you very much.
Ifeoma, you're also welcome on board.
Thank you.
So let me start from Kachi. So what's prompted you into playing golf?
That's a good question. About 12 years ago now, I was 4 years old at the time. My dad had this client who played golf and wanted him to come on board. So one day he just brought me and I just kind of kicked off. Just started the game.
So Ifeoma, what's your own storyline?
I came back from boarding school and my whole family was playing golf and I joined them.
So without even thinking if...
I didn't even have a choice.
All right. Also, I believe you are in school.
Yes.
So how have you been coping with golf and schooling?
Another good question. It's been challenging, but it's mostly my parents. My parents have been at the forefront. They wake up very early. I live a bit far away from where I play, so on Saturdays, Sundays, they wake up early, 4 a.m. We're up. We leave by 5, get there by 6, practice. So it's like it's been a 2-day-a-week thing, and we just constant practice, sacrifice, in order to keep me going.
Okay, Ifeoma, do you have any different submission from this?
No, it's basically the same.
Okay. So let me stay with you. So what's your target playing golf?
Well, right now I play for fun. I play for recreation. I play it because I enjoy it. Okay. I don't have any goal to be pro. So I love the game and I just love playing.
Okay, I've seen you a couple of times playing with the bigger sisters, the big ladies.
My moms.
Your moms, and even some grandmas. So how are you coping with them?
It's different, to play with people who are much older than I am. It's a little challenging, of course. When I play, I'm younger, I'm faster, I have more energy, so it's a bit challenging, but it's fun. We all play in good fun, and
okay,
the energy is good.
Fun. For you to play a set of golf, you spend like how many hours?
4 hours max.
So 4 hours. So what's the fun in stressing yourself for 4 hours?
Oh, it's not just the walking. You talk. We make jokes. Not everybody has a good game every day. The conversations we have in those 4 hours, and then the exercise.
Okay, thank you, Kachi. So schooling and golfing.
It's tough because school is always in the way, but school comes first. So I try to make sure school first and then golf, right?
Okay.
But then I have this really innate interest in golf.
Okay.
I want to go pro.
Okay.
Right. So it's also at the back of my mind, But of course, school has to come first. So I try to balance them as best as I can. Okay.
So what are you doing about you becoming a pro?
Well, once I'm done with school, then I'll see what my options are.
So your vision, your dreams for Nigeria. Nigeria wants to produce the like of
Tiger Woods. Yeah. I want to one day represent Nigeria abroad on the world stage, right? Wherever that may be. If it's the West, the US, England, all of Europe, right? Just wave my flag and say, yes, a Nigerian could do it too. Okay,
so you also play with grandpas and daddies.
Oh, yes.
So what's your experience like?
Oh, it's been amazing, actually. I found a lot of mentors. Everybody sees a child, right? And they want to, give their own 2 cents. So it's been fun. There's a lot of course I'm a child, so there's some underestimation on everybody's part, but once it's a 4-hour game, so once you start and they see, you shouldn't mess with this guy, you're like, okay. So.
Okay. So what's your experience like? Have you been to any competition? Have
you
been able to
several.
win anything to yourself?
Several. The most recent one was the South African Cup. I was the second runner-up in that one. Before that, there was the Ladies Open in Ikoyi Club. I won that one. Then there was Nigeria Cup last year. I came third, so I'm trying to win it this year.
So any competition or tournament in sight?
Yes, the Nigeria Cup.
Okay, when is that?
That would be in October. I think the 1st of October. That's when it will be held.
And then Junior Open.
And then the Junior Open as well is coming up. I'm actually going to Abuja for the Junior Open.
Okay.
It's held at IBB golf course.
Okay.
So I also have my eyes on that.
All right. So obviously you have some fans already.
Yes.
So what should your fans expect from all these competitions?
Well, expect to see me there. Expect to have me do my best, right? Golf is a shaky game, but whatever the outcome is, just cheer me on.
Okay, let me go back to Ifeoma. You are trying to explain to me the other time that when you play golf, you learn a lot of things. So what are those virtues you actually learn as a golfer? All right.
Patience is a virtue, and learning to take things in stride. People always say that golf is a game of life, and it's true. You have some days you have an excellent game, some days you have a terrible game. And the ability to tell yourself, okay, well, I played 10, for example, on the hole, when I should have played 4. Well, it's gone, you move on. You can't dwell on the past. Patience, perseverance, those are virtues that I've picked up along the way.
What about being sincere? How do you get your scores? I noticed you mark your card.
Yeah.
Your opponent will mark your cards for you.
Yes. So the way it goes is that I will count my scores, and my opponent should count my scores. And the whole point is you're meant to be true. You're meant to be sincere. If you play 10, you say you play 10. If you play 8, say you play 8. But you don't say you played 8 when you play 10. It's sometimes we make mistakes. Sure, definitely, we're all human. But trying to keep the integrity in the game is also a very big part. When there's a rule, don't override it and don't undercut it. All those kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, Kachi, let me come back to you. Catching them young is key in sports.
Mm.
So I believe your parents are trying to catch you young and probably projecting you to the world maybe in the nearest future. So what can you tell parents out there? What can you say about your parents being a motivating factor as regards playing golf?
Oh, I say go for it, right? Go for it. Golf is one of those sports that you really want to start young and hope that you can hold on to it for as long as you live. I know I started when I was 4 years old, and I'm 16 right now. So there's really no limits or no. You can start whenever. I know 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds who still play golf today. So it's something that you keep for all your life. And then the values you get from the game of golf are also very, very important. Honesty, integrity, right, perseverance, like my sister said. All these things are good foundations to build your children upon. But I say take a look at golf. There's a lot you can gain from it.
All right. So, Ifeoma, can you please advise some of your friends out there, especially ladies?
I mean, I know that in Nigeria it's more of a men's game, but it's for everybody. Don't feel that you're not strong enough to play it. Don't feel that you can't handle it. Just come, enjoy yourself, play, make friends. For the women and for everybody, especially the parents. Everything starts from somewhere. You know how to grow a tree, you have to plant a seed.
Let me go back to Kachi. So what will be your kind of a promise, or what's a kind of a give back to your parents for all these efforts they put into your life to actually become the pro you actually are dreaming to become?
I hope, or I plan to give them back everything they've put into me tenfold, right? The seed they planted should reap good fruit. So that's my goal.
Okay, Ifeoma. Just want to play for fun, and fun.
I'll talk about two. The
Okay.
most recent one was the India Cup 2 years ago. I won it, and it was an awesome experience because I had just come back from school and I just said, let me just play before I go back. And I was in school when the result was announced, and it was nice, it was fun. Of course, a lot of people were like, "Oh, but she's so young," and I keep telling all my moms and grandmas that the only secret I have is to be young. I have the energy, so I might as well use it. And then during the championship, that was 3 years ago, that was also an exhilarating experience. It was a tough 2 days, but at the end of the day, it was worth it. Challenging because I may be young, but I have some older women who can match me bone to bone. So it was nice. It was fun.
All right. So Kachi, so what are some of the challenges you're actually confronting in this your golfing experience?
Well, the major two things are distance, because I live on the mainland and I play on the island, and then school.
Okay.
But I like to think of school not as a challenge but as motivation.
Okay, so can you advise young Nigerians like you watching, and probably some parents, because they believe they should go to school. Some parents believe it should be school, and school.
I beg in the name of God, please go for it. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sport. It's not like football where, every game you might pick up an ankle injury or, I mean, golf gives you back what you give it, right? If you're really aggressive like me, I've had 2 injuries here and 1 here, but you don't have to do that at all, right? You can play golf all your life without picking up a single injury, really. It's very, very easy. So I think, just go for it.
All right, on this note, I want to thank Kachi for coming on Sportsreel.
Thank you very, very much.
Ifeoma, you're also welcome to coming on Sportsreel.
Thank you for
We
having
do appreciate you people for coming. Greetings to your loved one and your family when you get home. So that has been our discussion segment on Sportsreel. Sportsreel will return after this time out. Please stay tuned.